Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time and depending on when you're going to be seeing this video. It's your boy, Cos Reps Corner. Like I always tell you guys, it's my corner, it's your corner, and it's a corner.
I don't wanna fall in love, I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love.
There are some testimonies you will hear, you will be shocked. This is one of those testimonies. This is really a mind-blowing testimony, and I want to share it with us, my family, because some people will feel that there is no God. Please, if you are among those persons that feels that there is no God, please have a rethink, because there is a supernatural being that takes care of what happens in the earth. Make your inquiry. It might be God to you. It might be Yoshi to you. It might be Shuku to you. It might be given different names, but there is really, really God. This will make you feel that yes, I didn't lie, because there is truly, really, really God. Okay, let me not drag it. Let me allow us hear this testimony. I want you to tell me if this is not a testimony. Please tell me in the comment section. Okay, having said, I want to thank you all for always watching my content. I want to appreciate you for your love and the care. For those of us who have not subscribed or followed us on our social media platform, please, I beg you, subscribe to our channel, like, comment, and share, so that we can move this ministry to the permanent side. Come away next time to see me on your screen, guys. I leave us with this powerful testimony a young man gave in the presence of Pastor Jimmy Odukoya some days ago. Please tell me what you feel about this testimony, and give me your comment, your reply, your opinion in the comment section after watching this video.
I want you to hear this testimony, because this testimony says the God of suddenly. Are you ready? Yeah, start from the beginning.
I'm sharing this testimony to inspire hope in whoever is going through situations that seems hopeless. Many years ago, 2015 to be precise, while I was an undergraduate in one of the universities, because of some bad choices that I've made right from my secondary school, I was involved in cultism that almost led to murder and some other charges. So we were arrested, we were two. And along the line, we're taken to station, from station to court, from court to prison. And I was on a waiting trial for 7 good years. And along that line, I lost my dad, I lost my education, lost my family, I lost my loved ones, I lost my freedom, I lost everything. And after 7 years, in 2022, May, I and my casemates were sentenced to death by hanging. That was another journey entirely, from a waiting trial to death row.
But how many charges did they give you?
For about 6 charges. 6.
And the 6 charges were?
2 death sentences for cultism, another death sentence for conspiracy, life imprisonment for attempted murder, malicious damage, that's 14 years.
10 years. 6 charges. If you have one in Nigeria, you are dead. Continue.
So I was moved from where I was to another prison. In another state entirely, Ogun State precisely.
And you'd been in prison for how many years before they transferred you to? 7 years. But you spent a total of 10 years in prison, correct? Right.
The court gave us an avenue to go for appeal, which we wanted to use, or which we used. And along the line, the appeal got to judgment. And my casemate, his appeal failed. He was re-condemned. And about 2 months after, he died. And normally, because we are casemates and we are both accused of the same charges, the moment his own appeal failed, mine too has failed automatically. There's no two way about it. So I was just waiting for the judge to read out the verdict. But he said that he was tired that day, so he couldn't go ahead with it. So it was postponed for another 90 days. So the 90 days came, something happened, the court didn't sit. So there was a day I was using my time in prison judiciously. I was a chorister, I happened to be the choir master later. I was also a teacher, I was teaching the adult classes and all of that. So there was a day I was just down normally, because I was like, God, my time is wasting. And I was on Facebook. That was the first time I came in contact with the church. Though I've heard about this church very well, right from the time of daddy and mommy, but I've never been here. I just happened to stumble on the Facebook platform of the church, and pastor was leading a worship session, and I love worship, and he was saying some words that just worship God for who God is. I remember the very particular song you sang that day. I just want to say, Baba oh. That was in January this year. And my spirit was moved. I was just thanking God for a freedom I don't even know when it's going to come. Because I know very well that in the next 10 years, I'm not going anywhere because of what is on my head. Then my spirit was relieved. So since then, I clicked follow. I was following his online teachings and all of that. And then there was another particular time, it was telling the church about how some people were saying he's not supposed to be the leader of the church and all of that. And that they forgotten when he was serving God, doing it because he didn't even know he was going to be the leader of the church one day. And then I realized that all this while I've been trying to exploit God. So I realized I was serving God because I wanted God to set me free, not because he is God. And that changed my perspective. So I told God, if it is your will for me to be free, fine. And if it is your will for me to continue in this bondage, fine. But either I am free or either I am in bondage, I will continue to serve you. And I can remember I told God something that very day too, that if truly you have called this man and he's truly serving you, that I wish you can just do it in a day that I will come here physically to share my testimony. And then whenever there are services, I watch the Thursdays, morning showers and comments. One day I'll be here to share my testimony. I'll just say it. I have the faith, but I'll just type, I'll be here. But sincerely speaking, I don't have the mindset that even in the next 10 years, I'll be out. And then the appeal was going, and something happened. In March, the judgment was supposed to be read. But something happened again. The judge said he doesn't have the time. He left. Then my lawyer called me and said, Wale, sir, don't come and give me BP. Whatever happens with the case, I don't want to know about it. I know what is going to happen at last. You have been recondemned. Face your warrants. Then it was postponed for another 90 days, which was supposed to be July. So July came too. He didn't read it. And then I don't know what happened to him. I just heard that he has been suspended for whatever reason. I don't know. So they brought another new judge all the way from Kaduna. And when that one came, because they want to speedily discharge every other pending cases, and they were just like, sir, this one, it has been made. All he has to do is just to read it, that he has been condemned. And then my paper was brought before him, and he looked at it. Now, permit me to say something. When our pastor wants to finish service, he will always say, this week, God bless you. I used to claim it. But you see, when an inmate is claiming God bless you, he's not claiming because he wants to be free. So whenever pastor says God, my own mindset is, whoever will just give money to eat, because prison is. So that very week, when pastor said, this week, God bless you, amen. Okay. That was Sunday. On Wednesday, I received a very bad news from home that one of my brother died. And then I was sad. Then my lawyer too called me and said, Wale, tomorrow is your judgment. And I was like, but I've told you, don't tell me about this judgment again. He said, be praying. Then on a Thursday morning, I was supposed to be in church. I was supposed to be in school at the same time. I just said, please, lead praise and worship. I want to get to school. And as I was going to school, someone just walked up to me and said, are you Fakwedola Wale? I said, yes. And said, my attention is needed. And I went there. And that very day, I was just told that my appeal is successful. You know, at first, it was like a dream because I knew what has been written down. So why should you tell me my appeal? Then that was how I heard that I have been set free. And the beauty of it, I've never experienced that before because I've had experience of cases and because of my time in prison. And I was very close to the officers and the welfare department. But I've never had that happening. Normally, even if the judge wants to show me mercy, please remove the death sentence. Let me face the life. Or okay, I want to pity him. Remove the life. Go and face the 14 years. But the whole 6 count charges. I was told that when my case file was presented before him, all he had to do was just read it that after careful examination, the appeal has failed, this and that. But he said, I want to set this man free. Because it was a Zoom meeting. My lawyer said he kept saying that, I want to show this man mercy. And to the glory of God, certificate of my discharged. The fact that I was exonerated does not erase the fact that I was guilty. But it was God's will to show me mercy. And it is also God's way of confirming it that what I said then, it was to confirm what I said, that God, if truly this is your servant, you have called him, that I want to be here to share the testimony. And God has done it. Praise the Lord.
When the Lord turned around the captivity of Zion, we were like those who dream. And by the way, his lawyer was pro bono. He didn't have money for defense. But even when man does not see, God sees. The God of the universe was not too busy to hear the thoughts of an inmate on death row. And he decided that he would show him mercy. And not only did he take away not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, all 6 charges God. What is that thing that you think is impossible for God? This man standing before you is a living testimony that God sees and God hears and God knows. So now he's out and now he's going to rebuild his life, and we're going to be part of that. So I know you want to go back to school because we had a conversation about that, and so we will support you going back to school. Because I said to him, I said, you have to understand, this doesn't happen for anybody. God has given you a second chance at life, a new life, and who the Son sets free. So we celebrate what God has done in your life, and we know that this is just the beginning.